Hello everyone, Catherine here from Ink Finger Cat. So yesterday a big parcel arrived and I thought I would do an unboxing. It's so big a box, can't actually put it on my desk and film downwards in the way I would normally, so it's going to be a bit of a mishmash of videoing this. I was quite tired yesterday and then my daughter came home from university and then she discovered the box, so she did me an unboxing video. She didn't. We were on FaceTime to my parents and Maya decided to pretend she was doing an unboxing video and look at it all, but she was like, I don't even know what any of this is, so it was quite funny. I wish I'd have recorded it so I could insert the footage, but I think she'd kill me if I did actually do that. So let me show you. Yes, a big brown box. So this is going to be the weirdest angle I've ever filmed it at. Probably the box itself, still not probably on camera, but here we go. So I'm going to start with the biggest item and get that out first. Anybody who has been watching my videos for a while knows I have been saying I needed to replace a certain piece of equipment, and that is that thing up there. I got myself a Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cutting and embossing machine. So, what does it come with? Well, it seems to come with a few dies, and then I'm assuming these are all of the different shims, etc. It does look like there might be some instructions. Okay, so I have got register my machine to get $5 off if I go to Spellbinders. The dies that it comes with is a thank you with a shadow die, but it's two separate words, thank and you, and then 3 different little flowers and some tiny little leaves and flower centres. Then it comes with some information in terms of instruction and setup, which I need to keep because I'll need to learn, because obviously I've had my Big Shot for many years. Then it comes with, oh, that's fun. It looks like a 3D type embossing folder. Let's see. Yeah, that's nice. It's kind of like a knit type pattern. That's really fun, but it's quite large. Most embossing folders, I just randomly get them out of my thing, are this sort of size. They're the ones that I have normally, this sort of size. I have a couple that are a little bit bigger, and then I have some square ones, so that's quite a large one. Stick that back in there. And then this is all of the different kind of plates. So there's a shim, a rubber mat, an adapter plate, a cutting plate, a second cutting plate, a platform top and a platform base. So they're all separate shims. Again, I'm used to the Big Shot, so that'll be interesting to learn how to use all those different things. Handle comes separately. And then we have the machine itself. It's really heavyweight, which I suppose the Big Shot is as well. It looks really cute. My Big Shot's so shot at. So it comes with this lovely little handle, and then I think these 2 bits plop down, so it folds away to be much smaller. To be honest, I'll probably have it out all the time anyway, but it does fold down to be much smaller with a nice handle for travel. and then I'll need to screw the handle in place to use it. So that's that out of the box. So I just reviewed the footage and I know that you're a little bit too high, so hopefully this is a better angle. Which do I share with you first? Well, I suppose let's do the machines in the order in which they were released to the public anyway. So let's go with Glimmer hot foil system. So I have been watching Jennifer Maguire and other people, but mainly Jennifer Maguire probably, using this for years, probably 2 years, and been wanting one but couldn't justify getting one. But I bought this all as a deal. Well, I bought the Platinum 6 with another thing as part of a deal, and then this as well on top. It was just a really good price. I got it from Hobby Maker. I'm not sponsored in any way, but that's who I managed to get it through. The best deal I could find. None of this was cheap. This was a lot of money. I have done a significant investment in my crafting by getting this little lot, but I think I deserve it. Okay, so I have to say the packaging is quite cute. It's got obviously the gold on it in terms of the foiling itself. It tells you what it comes with, and there's some really pretty kind of artwork on it. And does it give me instructions? Yeah, it sort of gives me some instructions in the box, but I'm going to guess there's more instructions in here. To be honest, I think I probably know how to use all of these things because I've watched so many videos. Okay. I actually don't know what that's for. So that's my first thing. I don't know what that's for. It's a magnetic pickup tool. Oh, that's so clever. So, yes. Okay. That's exciting. Spent all this money on the thing I'm excited about is a magnet. But it's clearly a different kind of magnet. But and obviously this is coming with something else. But look. How clever is that? And why do you need one of these? Because you're going to be picking up something that's hot off the heating element and you don't want to burn yourself. I do know that much. I didn't know it came with one of those though. So first things first is the actual heating plate. So this is the thing that gets hot once you've got everything plugged in. It comes with some foils. It did also come with some more foils, but I'll show you those in a minute. It does indeed come with an instruction book. Really love it if it didn't come with this much plastic, never mind. So yes, it comes with another $5 off thing. I really need to be making less of a mess on this floor, but never mind. But you've got some lovely little inspiration things in here, but also the instructions on how to use it, etc. So there's that. And then this is the base element. I am slightly concerned because I've just seen something that's worrying me. No, I'm fine. Okay, I'll tell you what it was in a minute. So there's this point. I know that this bit goes into there, and then that's then will help heat this bit up on the top. And then there are plates of some description. Okay, so there's a thin shim. There is a some kind of silicone mat that says Glimmer on it, and then there is the spacer pad. It comes with, sorry, I'm just going to get very, that didn't work very well, did it? Ta-da! It comes with a foiling plate and just a note to say hello is what the sentiment says, and then you've got this beautiful sort of floral element. It comes with one of those, so you've got something to start working with straight away. And then it comes with 2 different plugs. So the reason I got panicky was that's an American plug, which is of 0 use to me, because even if I was to go to America on holiday, I wouldn't take a glimmer machine with me. And then it has got the UK plug as well, because I just slightly panicked thinking, oh no, I really want to play with these things. So that is my glimmer machine. I'm very excited. So it comes with a gold and like a rainbow foil. And we all know I love a bit of rainbow. But also, it also came with 4 more foils. So a matte gold, whereas that's a very shiny gold. That's got a matte gold, a bright pink, bright green, and then this sort of holographic holographic gold. So that's called Starburst. The green is called Viridian Green, pink is called Fuchsia Flower, and the gold is called the matte gold. These don't seem to have labels on them, but maybe it'll say inside the book. Okay, so you probably all know what's coming next. Better Press. So the deal I got this on was the Spellbinders Platinum 6 and the Better Press starter kit. I got as one thing. I then added on the glimmer, which came with the additional foils, as that was an additional thing. It wasn't all part of the same deal, but yeah, so the Platinum 6 and this I got together. So for those that don't know, this is the latest thing that was released, probably again about 18 months ago. It's the Better Press letterpress system, which Spellbinders have developed to go alongside their Platinum 6 machine. You can use them, they're all interchangeable. Apparently you can use this with a big shot. I don't know. You probably could use the glimmer machine with a big shot. It might say on it, I can't see it. But because I knew my big shot was shot at, that's the reason why I was making the big purchase anyway. But yeah, so that's what I went with. Okay, so what does it come with? It comes with a pack of the paper that they have developed specifically for the letterpress type results. But from what I can tell, people seem to be able to use any old papers and it still looks really good. But obviously you get your best impressions come from this because it's like a pure cotton paper. So it's really soft and impressionable. Don't know if those are the right words, but that's what I'm going with. So you get a little Better Press ink in black. Again, so Spellbinders worked with Ranger on their Better Press inks. It's sort of a slightly more pigmenty version of an archival, is what I understand. But again, I've seen crafters, many crafters use lots of different inks and it's been fine. I think the thing to avoid, from what I understand, is anything that's in a foam type pad. Much better as long as it's on a firmer pad, because you don't want to squish it into the plate because then you won't get the great impression. It comes with a little bit of tape that is low-tack tape. Again, you can use washi tape for the way that I've seen this in use. Okay, we have this that is called, doesn't actually say what it's called, but I think this is called a platen. One of these is called a platen, don't know which one. But this is the thing that you stick your paper onto, then gets impressed into the press plate. It comes with some instructions and some shims. It comes with 3 shims in total, so that you can change the amount of pressure that your plate is being pushed into your paper. So you can put more shims in to give more. It comes with this absolutely gorgeous floral element press plate and 2 sentiments. To my favourite person and to I think it says the same thing. I don't know what it says now. I'm now going, what does it say? Because it looks like it says the same thing. And it would be very, very bizarre if they've sent me two of the same sentiment, wouldn't it? To my favourite person. I'll have to check. They don't look like they're the same thing. Do you know what? They do say the same thing, different spellings. One of them's the American spelling, one of them's the British spelling. I was thinking, well, why does it look longer? It's got a U in it. There you go, very clever. So they have sent me the same sentiment, but one I will never use because it's the American spelling, which would make no sense for me to do anything with the American spelling. So yeah, so instructions of use, some shims, a bit of packaging, and then this is the bottom plate. And then these things here are on like a little spring. So the idea is that you put your plate on here and pop your thing on the top with your paper attached to the underneath of it. And then as it goes through your cutting machine, it basically presses it into place. And that gives the impression into the paper and applies the ink that's on your press plate into the paper. So yeah. So they're great because all of these products come with something you can start to play with. But I also did a little splurge and bought some other bits just to, you know, make sure I've got something to use it with. So the first one was this registration press plate, because we all know I love a Christmas card, and I thought that the joy was really beautiful. Now, what this is this is sort of like their second development on the Better Press, was to do them as things, excuse me, that you can press on top of each other almost. So the J, O and Y are all separate press plates, but it comes so that you can align it how that picture is showing. It comes with this sort of like, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but it comes with like a little plastic registration, so you can actually align them in the place that will fit, so that they do that sort of overlapping look that is on the front of the packaging. And the other one that I thought would be really useful to have is a press plate and die set that's called Ideal Moments Sentiments. And what this does is it gives you two press plates with a load of sentiments on, and then two dies that will cut them out all in one go. And we all know I love to do a bit of multi-die sentiment production rather than a sentiment every time I make a card. I like to have some on hand ready to do. So I thought that they were quite cool. Loads of different things. Happy birthday, get well soon, congratulations, deepest sympathy, welcome little one, happy anniversary, Mother's Day, Father's Day. Loads of different sentiments that I know that I will use quite a lot of those quite often. So I thought that was a useful thing to do, because actually, even though it does them all in one go, you do not have to ink up every single one, and you do not have to die cut every single one, but you know what I mean, it'll work well. So that's the unboxing. But I think what I now need to do is have a bit of a tidy up, work out where these things are going to live, and then maybe we have a little play. Let's see. It is now about 2 hours later. I filmed my first use of all 3 machines. And for some reason, the camera decided halfway through to start putting it into slow-mo, then out of slow-mo, and then into slow-mo. And I've tried unpicking it for about 2 hours. Oh, I just can't. So I can't show you my first use, which means you don't get to hear me go, ooh! So I'm going to stick you in the overhead. And hopefully it won't decide to do something weird. And you can see what I actually did do. I mean, it's not, do you know what? It's not very interesting, but let's see what I did. So, I'm not joking. I've been looking for that die for about 4 days. Okay. I think that just about sums up my week. Okay. It die cuts so nicely. It's so easy to turn the handle. It die cuts it in one pass. Such a small, delicate die that the actual word thank and you. The cardstock didn't warp. It doesn't have mess on it. I am delighted and can't wait to try some of my more intricate dies that normally are a pain in the bottom to try and die cut and end up ripping, or like I have to put extra shims in and all the rest of it. So I was delighted, but obviously that's all I die cut. Then I foiled, and I foiled a tiny piece. I learned I have to read instructions, so it is so easy to use. I just needed to read the instructions. So I did make a bit of a mess, as in it took me ages to work out what was going on. It gets a lot hotter than I expected, is all I will say. So yeah, it lets off some heat, but wow. I mean, that's just obviously a tiny piece. I absolutely love it. The other mistake I made, but apparently it won't impact on the use of it in future, is I did manage to foil the thin shim. I've attempted to clean it off, but it's not coming off for love nor money, but it's not going to impact on the actual use of the machine, so I think it's fine. And that was because I had the actual plate just further over than there was cardstock. And as you can see, I was only doing a little test, but my goodness me, am I happy with that. It's just stunning. Then I did a better press. I didn't place it particularly well, so this was actually a big square piece, but I did it so it was just slightly tipping off, so I've since trimmed it down in between faffing around with video for 2 hours. I've trimmed it down. This is using the ink, the Better Press ink itself, which I understand is, well, it says on the packet it's waterproof, so I think that will work for watercolouring. But then I also thought I would try my Stampin' Up! Inks and my Distress inks. So I did this originally with Stampin' Up! Ink, but there was still some of the black on it, so it didn't come through very well. So then I went over it again with the Dusty Concord from the Distress inks, and it has worked beautifully. Only issue is I got a little finger mark on it, so because I'm mucky, hence Inky Finger Cat, I did get a little muck on it, but do you know what? That's nothing a sentiment won't cover at some point in the future. So, ta-da! Nobody would know that there was a little bit of mess there. So, delighted. Can't wait to try this, as in a press plate with the foiling, because you can foil with a better press plate. You can't better press with a foiling plate or a die, but you can foil with a thin die. I've read the instructions, can you tell now? You can foil with a thin die, and you can foil with a better press plate, and you can foil with a glimmer plate. You can only better press properly with the better press plates and the better press system. That's what I understand anyway. So that's what I actually ended up creating. I haven't created anything from it, obviously. I mean, I genuinely just, the shine and the colour on that is just amazing. The detail, you are never going to get a detail like that from a stamp, ever. And precision. You're just not going to get it. I love it. So I am truly delighted with my purchases. I am not truly delighted with my videoing skills of the evening, but I'm going to try and splice all of this together and try and make something of it to share with you. And I hope you enjoyed. Please do give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Do you know what? I don't really care what you think. I do care what you think. What I'm meaning is, I don't care if you put a thumbs down, because I know this is the least professional video you'll probably have ever watched in relation to any of these things. But I hope you enjoy it, even if it's just me for a little bit tidying up in my slippers or sitting on my floor and getting excited about machines. I think in answer to the original question was, would I do this better than my daughter did last night? The answer is no, because it all went a bit disastrously wrong, but at least I knew what it was I was unboxing, whereas she hadn't got a clue what she was actually looking at. So maybe it was a draw, but hey ho. Right, until next time, I think I've got another video coming up in the next day or so. It might have already gone live. Depends how quickly I can put this together. I am super tired now. I was super tired when I started. I am super tired now. So I don't know how long I've got left before I fall asleep. But yes, subscribe if you want to see more videos, hopefully of a slightly better quality than this one was. Leave me a comment below. Have you got these machines? And are you as delighted as I am? And other than that, until next time, bye!